Osei Abuna knocks out Darian Perry. Is he here? Nope. I thought it was somebody else coming way mad or something. There he is. Osei Abuna. I said it right? Okay, good.
I'd just like to thank my team, American Top Team Brunette, and all my training partners, like Cody, and we train hard, and thanks for this. And Dave, thanks for the opportunity. I'm for you, and training.
Videographer of the Year. If you are tuned into NFC Fight Nights, this guy does an amazing job. Great guy. 2016 Videographer of the Year is Richard Holder.
Amazing year. I want to thank Olas for entertaining everything and every call I give him. All the fighters for doing their thing and just epic productions back to back. And just thank you.
Photographer of the Year, honorable mention for 2016 goes to Jamie Wable.
I really appreciate this. I just like going out, taking my pictures, having fun. That's all I'm here for. But really appreciate it. Thank you guys.
And the 2016 Photographer of the Year goes to Melanie Clyer.
My family, Knuckle Up. Without them, I wouldn't be in a lot of places that I am now. I'd like to thank my best friends, Mary Mesha and Maria Arlova, that asked me to come shoot their fights, and then David asked me to continue. So, will you say thank you? Thank you.
The 2016 MMA Promoter of the Year, NFC, David Oblast.
For the record, I voted for myself. I don't know if that counts or not, but when it came in, I did vote for NFC. And got a couple events coming up. Next Friday, as Brandon Logano explained, at Electric Cowboy. And then February 18th, Lawson McClure versus Nathan Williams for the title. And when we were talking about Richard Holder and his NFC Engage videos, we will be doing a big Engage on the Demonic Hitters, in case anyone's ever heard of them. So, look forward to that. And you're welcome, Clay Bennett. So I'm going to go out of order for one plaque here. It doesn't really matter the order because you guys don't know the order anyway, so I don't know why we even tell you guys when I'm going out of the order. So I sent all the plaques to print this year. I do every year. And I had to actually hide it from this guy because he didn't know when we proved it that he was getting one. So before I go into it, I'm going to go ahead and tell him it's a Jose Santiago Hall of Fame plaque. For you guys that don't know the history on Jose, You guys that don't know the history, Jose started about the same time I did with fights, about 17, 18 years ago. I met him in 1999 or 2000. He was a writer for FightNews.com here in Atlanta, the biggest boxing website in the world. He covered local fights. I was a boxing promoter back then, and I think he was at my first event, June 26th, 2002. And before that, I was an inspector when I met him back then. I really don't know how he transitioned from that kind of to the powerhouse he is right now, but I kind of made up a timeline. I don't know if it's a correct timeline or not, but I'm going to kind of go with it, and maybe if I'm wrong, he can kind of correct me. From there, we met with Uli. We purchased Georgia Fighters, the website, from Uli and kind of partnered with him. We had Georgia Fighters, the website, the t-shirt. We came out with the magazine. He's an IT director, so he designed the website for us. It was the first and only website that kind of promoted all fighters and all fights in the state of Georgia, regardless of which promotion you fight for. That later grew into a TV show. He started Inside Punch on Comcast On Demand and also online. It was also the first of its kind here in Atlanta, and I believe it's also the only TV show to ever land on Comcast here in Atlanta that promotes boxing and MMA. That later grew into Counter Punch, a radio show we started on 790 The Zone every Wednesday night. It was myself, Jose, and Diamond Jones. And when I mentioned these are all unpaid gigs he's done. For none of these has he ever made $1 for Counter Punch on the radio, Inside Punch on Comcast, FightNews.com. They're all completely free things. Later we grew that into the Combat Sports Expo we did at a hotel, the Wyndham Garden Galleria in Smyrna, and that later became Wild Bill's as well. It was an all-day expo featuring grappling, amateur boxing, the pro MMA fights at night, drifting with cars in the parking lot, motorcycle jumping. That grew into the awards banquet that we're doing tonight. I think this is about the 6th or 7th year that we've done it. And so everyone knows we don't make any money on this as well. I think we lose about $100 to $200 every year for the last 6 or 7 years we've done it. He also became a play-by-play commentator for a lot of local fight promotions, including doing a Don King show down in Florida one time. And then after that, he became a ring announcer. He was a ring announcer for Coon Pond at Bangkok boxing shows. Because we're extremely good friends, he actually asked me if he could be a commentator on my shows. I said no, because I like to use people that are experienced in every position. And I had Southside Steve at the time, and I didn't want to push Southside Steve aside for a rookie ring announcer, so I told him no. I saw after a couple of events how well he was on Coon Pond's Bangkok boxing, and that was basically the last time he ever did Bangkok boxing. Since then, he's been an NFC announcer, so I pretty much cut that out pretty quickly. And then the last couple of years, somehow he's become a boxing trainer. He's trained a lot of fighters here in this room. You've probably seen him at the fights. All the amateur boxing people know who he is from training fighters there. And when I talk about everything, this is all unpaid gigs that he's done. And he's pretty much been the first and foremost to do a lot of these things. And I think it was November, he was working Bolo's corner. And it was November 11th at center stage. Bolo took either a kick or a punch downstairs. And it kind of shifted his cup over to the side. And Bolo got a minute or two break. And he was doing a Muay Thai fight at the time versus Robert Neal, and he couldn't move his cup back into the place. So he looked at the referee, Blake Rice, and kind of asked his assistants for moving the cup back into place, and Blake Rice said, "Thank you, but no thank you. I'm not doing it." Bolo then looked at his corner. Nobody in his corner got up and moved. Jose was the first one to get up, go into the cage, and basically reach his hand down Bolo's shorts, move his cup around, and adjust it back into place. So that's, again, one of the first and only times I've ever seen any of that done before, and it just goes along the lines that Jose's done a lot of first things. And I'm hoping that was also a first for him, putting his hand down another man's pants. I don't know. And in addition, he was also the announcer that night, which is another first. No one's ever been an announcer for fights and also worked the corner for fighters as well. And like I said, the reason I put all these things out is basically because it's all free work. When I think of people that have contributed in the state of Georgia, more than anybody, he's got to be at the top couple of people that list. And I think most people involved in the sport have a financial reason for doing it. Not just you enjoy doing it, but a financial reason. And for all these things, there's never been a financial reason for him as well. And then you add into the mix that at some point in time he also tried his hand in amateur boxing, I think at age 39 or 40, and he's currently 2-0 or 3-0 there. Which is pretty remarkable for someone 40 years old to go into amateur boxing. And he's done all this while having a wife and 3 daughters and coaching their softball team. I've got a dog and I stay pretty busy, and I only have a dog. So I can't imagine having a wife, 3 daughters, and doing everything he's done. He's been one of my best friends in the sport for the last 15 years. Basically, if you want to know anything about the NFC or my fights or any gossip that I bitch about, any drama I bitch about, fighters that ask too much money, fighters that turn down fights, you can probably go to him and basically get everything out of him that I don't want to tell you. And he also doesn't know it, but his wife and 3 daughters are back there somewhere as well. He didn't know they were here tonight. So congratulations, Jose, and Rosie's back there somewhere with your daughters.
I was about to say, well, the only reason why I do all these things is to get away from my wife and 3 daughters, but that's not true. This was, getting this black complete surprise, this was out of our budget. I don't know who's going to pay for this. Completely honored, and Dave is right. Listen, I just do it because I love to do it. Everyone wakes up every morning and you go to work and then you come home and you don't do anything. Not you guys. A lot of people in America do that. We choose not to do that. We choose to do other things outside of our regular jobs, and that's just me. And I absolutely love combat sports. As David said, you know, we've done a lot of these things Dave and I have done together. And so, I don't know, I'm just a blessed guy and I enjoy it, and I enjoy all of you guys very much and being a part of this community. So thank you.